Hello, everyone. I'm pleased to meet you via Instagram, and hopefully someday we may meet in person. I'm Bunny. I'm the founder and the creator of Ison Skincare, and so I have done all the formulations for Ison and manufactured. And we do manufacture. I used to be a one-woman army, but now we have a team, and so we make our wonderful products and bring them to you. So, what we're about to begin is a series of very brief videos uh, with myself talking about various things, different topics. Some will be short, some will be long. And then, in particular, I want to address your questions. So, I have been given a whole list of questions actually that I'd like to respond to for you. And the first one in our first episode that we're doing here is the one question that I am probably asked the most whenever I'm in a training session or meeting with people in any way. I am always asked, what skincare products do you use? And the reason I think that many people ask that question too is that my skin might look a little bit better than most other women who are 72 years old as I am. So today I'm going to tell you about the products that I do use personally, and with that, I'm going to talk about the order that we use these products in, that we actually use these products best, most ideally, when used in a system, and that's what I personally do. I use my products in a very particular system, and I have been using the same products since the beginning of iSun. I haven't really changed, and I'm a pretty steady kind of a person, so I kind of stick with something that works, and these products absolutely work for my skin. So, first of all, let me tell you that, and you probably know this, I live in the mountains of Colorado, and I live at a very high altitude, 3,000 meters for those of you who are watching from Europe. And in the States, that roughly is about 9,500 feet. So I live in the mountains, have lived there for quite some time, and it happens to be one of the most rugged, most harsh climates on anyone's skin. And evidence is, if you come to my town, which is near Telluride, uh, which is a famous ski resort in Colorado. If you come to my town and you look at the women who live there, the women who have lived there for many years, you will see that their skin typically looks like a road map, and it's because of the climate and the lack of oxygen that's also in the air at that altitude. So that actually was one of the things that drove me to develop these products, because I knew that if I could achieve results on dry skin like my own, older skin like my own in such a harsh climate, that we could do anything for any skin type anywhere, and that is what we have done. But today I'm going to tell you about my own, which are really designed for dry skin. So let's start. I'm only going to go through this in brief in this particular video. And then as we move along with more videos, I'm going to highlight different products, and we'll go into the details and more details about the ingredients. But today, bear with me while we just, basically talk about the overview. So for me, my favorite cleanser for my skin, dry, mature skin especially, is the Lemon Balsam Cleanser. This one is a very, very creamy cleanser. I'll put some in my hand so you can see how it is if you've never tried it. It Can you see that? Whoops, there you go. It's a creamy cleanser. It smells divine. It smells like lemon chiffon pie, some people tell me. And yeah, I love the smell. It's a beautiful smell, but what I love even more is what it does for my skin. It completely, you feel replenished. You feel like moisture is replenished in your skin when you use even just this cleanser without using any treatment products. And typically, what I will do, if I happen to be wearing makeup, what I will do is that I will put it on my face first with no water, and then I'll take a cloth and I'll wipe it off. And then I do a second rinse, which is just, putting a little bit in my hand with water and over my face, and then I splash water to rinse it off. If I'm not wearing any makeup, I usually just run to the second step. So that is how I use the product. And so that what in that product actually makes it moisturizing and wonderful for dry skin is that it has a base of avocado butter and coconut oil, which are excellent for dry skin, excellent to help replenish that natural moisture barrier on your skin. The other thing that I would like to mention to you too is that the surfactant that we use, surfactant, by the way, that's the soap part. So the surfactant that we use is the most pure, most gentle that I have been able to come across in our industry. Most liquid cleansers are rather harsh, and the pH is rather alkaline, which is not good for the skin. So I have found this lovely, lovely um, surfactant that cleans, cleanses, purifies the skin at the same time. Very, very healthy for the skin. And that is a skincare ingredient that we use throughout all of our cleansers, not only this one, but all of our cleansers, face and body. Um, so now let's move on. The second thing that I do is that I exfoliate my skin. Now we have several exfoliators in our brand, but this one is the one I want to talk about because it is the most versatile and it is the one that most of our estheticians use in their treatments. So let's just talk about this. What I love about this is that it's a powder. And so two things great about it. You can be very, very creative with the powder. Many things you can do, and I'm going to show you a couple. So that's one. And then the second is that you don't have to worry about the shelf life. And that's also a bonus with natural skincare, which has lesser shelf life than chemically based skincare. And then the third thing is that this lasts a very long time. So, and you can use it face and body. So that's another benefit. Now, there are a couple of ways you can work with this. You can either just take the powder, and let's see if you can see it. You can see it. You just take the powder and pour a little bit in your hand, and I'll try to do this for you. Let me back up. Okay, so I'm going to put some in my hand, about that much. I would say that that's about a quarter to a third of a teaspoon for my face. So I put the powder in my hand. Now, I can either just mix this with water and blend it. And so actually, let me show you that. And the reason I'm taking time to show you this is that a lot of people don't know how to use this product. So, and it's such a great one. So I'm just putting some drops of water here. Now I'm going to blend it in my hand, and you can feel the grit of the crystals, the silica crystals that are actually ground up ocean floor sand and crystals that actually exist within the ocean floor and in seaside cliffs. And so as I'm doing, okay, I'm too low. As I'm doing this, I'm feeling this get silky and thicker. Why? That's because of the Razul clay that's in it. The Razul clay is from the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. And it is a most unusual clay because it's very high in mineral content and it's loaded with silica, which is very, very silky. And it's an unusual clay. Very few clays, or in fact, no other clay has this particular mineral structure. The mineral structure in this clay also happens to have like spaces between the layers of minerals. And when those spaces fill up with a liquid, then it becomes very, very silky. That is a very particular quality about this clay. So we have blended this Razul clay with the silica crystals from the ocean, and we have a lovely, lovely refining exfoliant. So now what you see what I've done, I've only mixed it with, can you see? I got to get used to this. I only mixed it with water. Okay, so then I would just apply it to my skin, either dry skin or that's damp. It doesn't really matter, whatever feels best to you. Now, I want to show you another way that I love to use this product. So Let's see, I'm gonna keep, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make this, no, never mind. I'm gonna take a little bit more crystal and I'm gonna wipe this one so we can start from scratch so you can see this. So you just start the same way. You put the, oops, okay, you put the powder in your hand. There you go. Spread out that time. Now I'm going to take my cleanser, and you can do this with any cleanser. I'm going to take my cleanser and I'm going to add it. See, I've added it to the powder. Maybe I got a little bit much, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. There are no set rules with ISON. You can be as creative as you want to be. And that's one of the beauties of our brand, is that you can have a lot of fun with it besides having excellent function and achieving great results. So I'm doing this. Okay, I got it. It's a little thick. I'm going to add a little bit of water. I want to thin it out just a little bit. You'll play with this and you'll get used to it and you'll have fun doing it too. So, and that's important. It's important to have fun. All right, so here I am. Now, this is a great way to cleanse and exfoliate at the same time. Now, I have to say that you're not going to get as an intense of an exfoliation as you do with just the water, because what this cleanser does is that it smooths it out in a very lovely way. It feels beautiful, which makes it okay to use for sensitive skin. Now, most sensitive skin types cannot use an exfoliant like this. So by doing it this way, if your skin is sensitive, you will have no problem. And the lovely thing about doing, I don't know if you saw that. Okay, the lovely thing about doing it this way is that you can be creative and you can make it as intensely exfoliating as you want to by having more crystals, less fluid, or you can make it gentle and light and mild, excuse me, by adding more fluid. So it's entirely up to you. Make it work for you. That's the secret. All right. So this exfoliant you can use every day, and I pretty much do. One of the things is that when you get older, your skin does not slough off very well. The dead skin cells that rise from the lower dermal layers to the outer surface of the skin. When you're young, they slough off very, very easily. But as you get older, that sloughing off slows down and then it builds up on the outside and you get that kind of crepey skin looking and you get more folds and wrinkles and lines in your skin that show up more. So you need to exfoliate more. The older you are, the more you need to exfoliate. The younger you are, the less you need to exfoliate. It's very simple. All right, I'm trying to get all this off of me. All right, okay, it's working. All right, so now that I have exfoliated, now I'm going to use my treatment products. Okay, these are the products that do the magic. Oh, the real magic. Not that these don't, but these do the real magic, the magic that I love. Wipe my hands. I'm sandy. All right. Now, I talked about a system. So it's not that you have to use these products in a system. You don't. You can use them individually as you like, however you like. I am telling you about the system, however, because it is the most ideal way if you want to achieve the maximum results. An older skin like my own, of course I want to achieve the maximum results. I'm getting older. My skin is getting older. I'm looking older. I want my skin to look better. I want to look fresher like I did when I was younger. So for me, of course, I'm going to do the system. So I'm going to show you that. So the first one that works for all skin types, doesn't matter what your skin type is this one, Emerald Sun. Now, this is a very deep hydrator. It penetrates quite deeply into the skin. And with it, though, it's now a lot of people say, oh, it's a toner. No, well, yeah, it does tone your skin. What a toner means is that what a toner does is that it balances the pH in your skin. All of our products balance the pH in your skin because they are pH balanced. And this is an important key to know. So, yeah, we could say it's a toner. However, this is an anti-aging or age prevention toner, which is even better because it has some very key ingredients in it that are going to help boost your collagen and your other connective tissue, and also protection from photo damage and all of that. And in another video, we will talk about each one of those ingredients. There is not the time today. So this is a liquid. Now, why do we put a liquid on our skin first? Because what happens if you put something with oil in it on your skin first and then you apply a liquid? What happens? It's not going to absorb, right? Of course not. I mean, this is logic. So we want the first product that is going to absorb the most in the skin. This is what we put on first. So this particular product, you can see, maybe you can. Why am I having such a difficult time with this? Uh, I don't know if you can see that or not. And anyway, it's a clear liquid, so you probably can't see. It's sort of like a pale gold, and sometimes depending on the colors of the ingredients that show up for us. Remember the color variations, there are color variations in natural ingredients. So depending on the ingredients when we make the product, it could also be like a tan color, but it'll range between like a pale golden color to say a tan color. So you'll also notice that this liquid is not like water exactly. It's like a heavy water. It has a little slip. It's the beta glucan that comes from the cellular walls of oat cells that gives it that little slip. Now, what that does is that soothes the skin, calms the skin, and also it contributes to the moisturization of the skin, does many, many beautiful things. So it's a lovely quality to have in that product. And it is water soluble, not oil soluble. So we apply this all over our face and our neck and sometimes the backs of our hands, wherever we want, it doesn't matter. Put it wherever you want to put it. I use my face, my neck, and sometimes the backs of my hands, but I forget about my hands all the time. So we apply that. And we put it all over, around the eyes. It's not going to irritate your eyes. So under your eyes, over your eyes, all around your eyes, just don't get it in your eyes, okay? So that's the first layer. Then you can let it absorb for maybe 60 seconds if you want, or you don't have to, whatever feels good to you. Then the next one is our phytoinfusion. There we go, phytoinfusion. Phytoinfusion, this is our award-winning, 3-time award-winning serum in a contest, an international contest where we competed against 600 other natural brands. And we won, our brand actually won best organic, and also best or wildcrafted was 2 awards, best organic natural brand and best wildcrafted brand. So we were of the year, and that was in 2000, I think it was 2019. So anyway, we were quite happy about that, quite excited about this. But this is a star, and this one can be used by any skin type as well. But I can tell you this, it is especially loved by people who want to really slow down the aging or repair damage in their skin. That would be me. So of course, here we go. Let's see if I can let you see. There we go. I think I've got this right this time. So here is our phytoinfusion. Now, you can see it's creamy and it's kind of golden color. And this one will range in color from like a pale creamy color, like an ivory color, to a deeper golden color, depending again on the color variations of the natural ingredients that we use. And this is the silkiest, smoothest, most divine sensation touching this. People love this. Now, what's even better, though, is what's inside of it. There are quite a number of incredibly active ingredients that are pure, natural, organic as we can get them, or wildcrafted, and they truly work. They have been clinically proven to work on skin, to slow down the aging process, to stimulate collagen and other connective tissues. We have stem cells coming from plants in this particular product, from lingonberry and from citrus. And those stem cells also help to reorganize disorganized fibers in the skin, which then give you a lift and also help to a general rejuvenation of the skin is what I'm trying to say. So many ingredients. Again, this one will take a 30-minute video on its own, which we will do. But to tell you, this is the next layer you put on. So this one you would put on again, oh, the same way you did the Emerald Sun, over all of your skin, go around your eyes. It's excellent for the eyes. Some people just use it as their eye cream, and they don't use any other eye cream because it's that good. Oxygenates the tissues. I didn't mention that. There are many things that it does. So this is a great one. Right now I'm going to apply this on the backs of my hands because they need it so badly. So there we have that. Okay, so we put the Emerald Sun on. Now, the next thing that I do, okay, you don't have to do this, but I do this, is that I will now apply my eye cream. Our peptide eye cream, another fantastic product that it just does so much. We have probiotics in this. There are also some probiotics in that Emerald Sun that I didn't mention. So we are also looking out after our microbiome of our skin, which is also very important for the health of the skin, just so you know that. So it's in the phytoinfusion and also probiotics in the peptide eye cream. So I will just take you don't need much of this. I will just take a small amount of the peptide eye cream, this is for both eyes, and I will put it mostly just under my eyes. Sometimes at nighttime, I'm going to bed, I put it all around. If I'm in the daytime and I happen to be maybe going to wear mascara, I don't put it up here because sometimes mascara moves. So this is the peptide eye cream. This is such a great cream, I tell you. You will love this, and you will love what it does for your skin. You know, I mean, I hardly have any lines on. I'm 72 years old. Come on, I hardly have any lines under my eyes, and I haven't done anything really to address that other than use my own products. So this peptide eye cream is excellent, and I'll give you a little secret. I'll tell you one of the things that I do very often. I love to do this too, is that I actually make a little eye mask, or sometimes I just double layer my eye products and just wear them that way. And I do that with our Revive Eye Gel, which is a fantastic product with no oil in it. However, it's mostly hyaluronic acid. In fact, I'll tell you the secret, it's 70% hyaluronic acid. And then with that are, a bunch of extracts that are, again, excellent for the eye tissues, helps move congestion out of the eyes. It does wonderful things, but one of the things that a lot of people particularly love about this product is that it's very, very soothing. If you are a person who has sensitive skin, if you have, what do we want to say? If you have eye irritation, this sort of thing, when you apply this, it is very, very soothing, cooling, feels wonderful to irritated eye tissue. So a lot of times what I will do is that I'll put a little thin layer of this, and believe me, thin, this really spreads. You only need like, oh, let's see, not even that much. I don't know if you can tell how much. You probably can't even see it. It's almost transparent. It is a semi-translucent, very light, pale, beigey, goldy color. But anyway, you take that serum and you just, spread that around. And this one I will do day and night around all of my eye. I will put it under my eyes, over my eyes, all around. And sometimes I put it over my lips and places where I may be drier than usual. So I apply that. Now that I will then allow to soak in for definitely that 60 seconds, or maybe 2 minutes, depending. Then I take the eye cream and then I apply the eye cream over it. And that is, so what I'm getting is deeper hydration around the eyes. I'm getting more of a soothing sensation that is very desirable, feels wonderful, and generally more protection. So very often I will just do that. I will double layer my eye products. Now, sometimes I'll do it like an eye mask. And so when I do it like an eye mask, I use a little bit more of the product. I'll cleanse the skin, And usually if I'm doing an eye mask, I'll do, I layer that too. I'm a layer lady. So I will layer a level of phytoinfusion, and then I'll layer a level of the Revive eye gel, and then I layer, and this is all around, and then I layer a level of the peptide eye cream. Now I will tap all those things on because I want it to be a little bit thicker, because now I'm doing like an eye mask. Now, if I really want to soak that eye mask in and I really want a serious eye mask, I'm going to use another product that I don't have here today, but it's the Honey Goji Berry mask. Or we could also use the Pearl Radiance mask, and I will just tap that on like that, and then put some just little cotton pads on or nothing, and just lay down and relax. And I can relax for as long as I feel like laying down and relaxing, but you definitely want to keep it on for a minimum of 10 minutes. Uh, Me, I might go 30 minutes, and the result is phenomenal. So I invite you to try that. You'll love it. Okay, now then the final treatment product that I put on, a heavy duty treatment product, is our Intense Ultra Restore. Now, to tell you, we have three very, very high-end, age revitalizing moisturizers that are facial oils. Why do we use oils? We use oils because, number one, they're 100% active, whereas a cream is not, because you have to make an emulsion. You need water, you need wax, you need a lot of other ingredients to make it a cream. So you're not going to, plus the wax will block some of the absorption into the skin. An oil, 100% oil, properly formulated, which ours are, will actually penetrate through the skin very, very effectively, very, very efficiently, and you can keep the ingredients 100% active. It's beautiful. It's an ideal facial moisturizer. I can't imagine using anything else for myself. So this particular one, we have three that are for different skin types. The active ingredients are the same: high levels of vitamin C, in fact, massively high levels of vitamin C, CoQ10, superoxide dismutase, beta carotene, all the carotenes, in fact, tocotrienols and vitamin E, just to name some. There are many more. The base is an herbal oil. The herbal oil, it has 23 herbs and flowers, and what these herbs, particularly why they were chosen, was for the regenerating properties, for their anti-inflammatory properties, and for their antimicrobial properties. So, so what we have done is that, in a nutshell, now I'm going to tell you that this is one of the absolute most age preventative and age repair products that I think are around, that are truly organic, coming from organic and wild crafting ingredients, and that really, really, really works. This is what I have to tell you. I hope that I can be a living testimony for that for a lot longer beyond my 72 years. So you will see that this product is rather golden. Why am I not getting that right? Okay, see the golden color? The golden color is there because of some of the incredible oils that are in here that have color. Like one, for example, is Boriti fruit oil. Boriti fruit oil is from the Amazon rainforest. It's a bright red oil. And when you add it to a product like this, it's going to turn the product very golden, like this is. What does that do for the skin too? Gives it a nice glow. Secret, okay? So that's one. Sea buckthorn berry oil is another. Rosehip oil is another. Rosehip seed oil is yet another. These are oils that are highly, highly beneficial because of their high values, their high nutrient value that's living within these oils. And they also give this lovely golden color. Look at that. I mean, it's really beautiful. And not that your skin turns gold, it doesn't, because it sort of blends in with whatever your complexion is. But there's that slight little, radiant glow that just happens, that people notice. You feel it, and people notice it, and it gives you that youthful quality, that visible youthful quality to your skin. So for me, I use the Intense Ultra Restore because this is one that is designed primarily for dry skin. And that's why I use it, because my skin and the climate that I live in is very dry. Now, there are two others that have the same active ingredients. However, their bases and their essential oils are a little bit different, that are attuned to their particular skin type. There is Ultra Sapphire, which is more for a sensitive type skin. There are more anti-inflammatory ingredients in there, anti-inflammatory essential oils, and the base is a little bit lighter than the Intense Ultra Restore, but not as light as the third one, which is the Ultra Restore. So the Ultra Restore is our lightest of the three anti-aging oils. And it is the only one that actually that we have entered in the same beauty contest that I mentioned, and it won. Yay, it won. I know that if we entered this one, it would also be a winner. And it smells divine. They all smell incredibly divine. The aromatherapies of all of our products are amazing. I am an aromatherapist, and I have to say that, you know, in creating the products, what I enjoy the most is doing the aroma blends. I tell you, I can get very high doing the aroma blends. That's the nature of essential oils. Another topic for discussion at another time. Then the last thing, the finishing touch, is the lip balm. We have the absolute drop dead best lip balm available anywhere, 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 anywhere. Why do I say that? Because every single lip balm that I have ever looked at over the many years I've been doing this, and that is about 35 years, is very, very basic, very basic. They will moisturize the lips, they will do that. And some of them have a few ingredients that may be a little healing to the lips as well. What we have is massive healing to the lips, massive protection to the lips, because that herbal oil I told you about that was in the facial products, you know, the facial oils, it is the same herbal oil that we use in this lip balm. So that those same 23 herbs are present here. In addition to that, we also have, you know, the sea buckthorn berry oil and other very, very healing oils and butters that are here. And then for fun, oh, well, let me just show you this first. I mentioned boriti oil, that bright red oil from the Amazon rainforest. You will see the color. Look at the color of this. See, let me find a little better lighter. Oh. Okay, there you can see it. So you see that color. It's sort of like a deep, deep gold, I think you might say. That is due to the fact that we have used 7% of boriti fruit oil in this lip balm. We do that because the boriti fruit oil is one of the best protectors against UV rays than any other that I have come across in the natural world of botanicals. So you have a natural UV protection with this lip balm as well. I totally love this product. I use it. Okay, let me tell you this. I mean, you're going to laugh. I have one in my car because you always need one in your car. I have one in my purse. You always need one there. I have one in my bathroom. Always. You have to have that too. And I have one in my briefcase. So I'm covered. I'm covered. I don't ever want to be without my lip balm. So, okay. That, my friends, has taken you through the facial products, the skincare products that I use on a daily basis. This is every day for me. When I'm really good, I do the whole thing morning and night. I'm going to be honest and tell you, I'm not always really good. Sometimes I'm just working really late and I'm just too tired and I just plain old don't feel like it. So always there is that morning routine, always, always, always. So it's part of my habit now. It just sort of comes quite naturally. And best, of course, if you want the best maximum results, is to do it, you know, morning and night before bed. So I try to do that, but I don't always make it. Okay. Well, it's been lovely talking with you about these things. And I hope you enjoy our March grid. March is my birthday month, and so we have, highlighted that a little bit. And I also happen to be in Southern California right now, in Malibu, and so I took advantage of this time to go down to the beach in Malibu to photograph, some of these products that I use, and had a great time. It was great fun, and really truly enjoyed it. All right. Next video, I will be shorter than this one because I'll be talking about fewer products. And I'm going to talk about the body products that I personally use and love. So I'll see you then. And thank you very much for bearing with me and listening to this very long dissertation. And happy to meet all of you again, I have to say. Thank you.